From WLWT, this is Issues.
Hello, welcome to Issues. I'm Jan-Michele Lemon Kearney of SESH Communications and the Cincinnati Herald. And Michael Bobo is back a little later. She's going to talk to some folks about the Erica Holloman Foundation's big gala that's coming up, and it raises money for triple-negative breast cancer. Very, very important. Also, a little later, we're going to talk about It's Commonly Jazz, because you know it's August, and every Thursday you want to be there. First, we're going to talk about a serious and really scary topic, and it's about opioids. So let me introduce to you Lieutenant Colonel Neudigate with the Cincinnati Police Department, and Dr. Jennifer Mooney, who's Division Director of Family Health for the Cincinnati Health Department. Welcome, both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, and I was saying before we started, every day you hear about somebody overdosing. Opioids are a big issue in the country, and it seems like especially here. So what's going on?
I think the biggest issue that we have is that cocaine is on the way out for us. Heroin is taking over, and it's not just the heroin, as we discussed. What is very concerning to us is the synthetics that are being introduced into the heroin, the carfentanil and the fentanyl. It's that much increased high, and once you have a taste of it, they don't want anything else, and they are willing to die for it. So we have individuals that are seeking out substances that they know could potentially kill them, and they're willing to take that risk. And there's nothing that we have found right now that is able to overcome that innate desire for that substance.
Wow, that's so frightening. And I understand that a lot of people get to that point because they've been taking painkillers. Is that right? That kind of leads to it sometimes?
A lot of people come to, in fact, nearly half or around half of the folks who are now using heroin or illicit substances on the street came into this from a very legitimate standpoint. They either had surgery, they had a medical condition they couldn't overcome. With increased regulation, it has sort of an unintended consequence. And as people are made to wean or to reduce their use, those who have maybe misused their prescription pain medication might look for other ways to still achieve that high.
Yeah, and I thought that was really, that was an interesting point, because you're saying that even though these regulations are supposed to prevent, I guess, this opioid addiction, people end up on the black market. And is it cheaper? It sounds like it's cheaper on the black, maybe easier to get.
It's absolutely cheaper. It's easier, it's cheaper, and once they have that taste of heroin, they're not looking for the pills anymore. Whether that will actually reduce what we're dealing with on the street is yet to be seen.
So how's law enforcement dealing with that?
It's a paradigm shift for us, because usually we are about enforcement. Over the years, we've taken on many other roles besides enforcement, right, and we're really in a life-saving role right now. We were one of the first large urban cities to do a full naloxone deployment to our officers. So we are—
Is that the Narcan
yes,
thing that we hear about? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. So we're out there to save lives. Between us and our very professional Cincinnati Fire Department, we are saving lives on a daily basis, and that's really what they're doing. I've seen a few of these on the street, and you really believe these individuals are dead, they're deceased, and we're taking every life-saving measure to bring them back. And eventually, I'm concerned about the psychological toll on our officers and our firefighters moving forward.
That's really, yeah, that's got to be hard, and it sounds like the numbers are increasing.
They're steady right now. Unfortunately for us, they're not abating, and it's something that we weren't tasked with dealing with. So in addition to all the numerous things we do now with violent crime reduction, community engagement, now we're forced to take on this additional task. But luckily we've got great partners. I think city residents should be very comforted that we have a great working collaboration between City Health, Talbot House, Fire, Police. We meet regularly.
Oh, do you? Good. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's great. Dr. Mooney, so let's talk about some of the things that the Cincinnati Health Department is doing.
So a lot of the public health focuses on harm reduction, one of which we feel is absolutely critical. So with the risk of communicable disease that spreads very easily through contaminated needles, we are now partnering with UC College of Medicine, the Hamilton County Public Health, and Cincinnati Health Department are partnering to really expand the existing syringe exchange program. We're looking at multiple jurisdictions, hopefully to make this a regional approach. And what this does is currently in its operation now reduces 27,000 needles that would perhaps be left on park benches,
Wow.
disposed of in garbage cans.
In playgrounds, people talk
Absolutely.
about finding needles in like the sandbox.
Correct.
I mean, horrible.
The other great thing about this program is it helps people link to treatment. So as Colonel was saying, you know, a lot of it, we're just keeping people alive right now. It's very, very at the end of, it's very downstream, but this program actually helps link people to treatment, get them connected to resources, get them tested, and that sort of thing.
So is there a way, so if someone has painkillers, for example, and then their prescription ends, they can't get any more, should they come to the Cincinnati Health Department? Like, you know, what do they do at that point as opposed to going to the streets?
I think that needs to be a one-on-one conversation with their private physician. The Cincinnati Health Department, that's not really what we do, but what we do is try to curb the epidemic through focusing on regulations on prescription monitoring and regulating the prescribing practices of physicians. But that needs to be a very one-on-one conversation with each physician. I know regulations have changed, but and it may create some unintended consequences, but at the end all, we don't want to see loss of life as a result of being addicted to pain medication.
Okay, let's give a phone number to call for people to get information from the Cincinnati Health Department.
So this is the Addiction Services Council, and this is the 281-7880.
Let's say it again.
It is 513-281-7880. Anyone seeking help, wanting to get into treatment, needing additional resources, anyone wanting to know about syringe exchange programs, testing, can call this number and someone will be responsive.
Okay, 513-281-7880. And is there a number to call for the Cincinnati Police Department, or should we just make sure they call that 281-7880?
I think that would probably be the best number.
Okay, so I'd like to say we appreciate all the work you're doing with the Cincinnati Health Department and everything you're doing with the Cincinnati Police Department.
Thank you,
we hope you'll come back on soon, and maybe there'll be some good news. Maybe those numbers will be going down.
Yes, ma'am.
But we've got, I know you guys are out there working on it. So thank you
for
so
having
much.
us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Stick with us. We'll be back in just a moment.
Welcome back. I'm Michael Bobo. I have the pleasure today to speak with Miss Josie Holloman-Adams, the president of the Erica J. Holloman Foundation, and Mrs. Kim Marino. How are you all today?
Great, thank you.
Thank you so much for being here. This is such a wonderful cause and initiative that you have started. How long has the Erica J. Holloman Foundation been in existence?
Erica Holloman was my daughter, and she died 6 years ago. So the foundation has actually been in existence about 5 years.
Okay. Now, tell us a little bit about Erica's journey before her death.
Erica was born and raised in Cincinnati, Ohio, a product of Cincinnati Public Schools. She had 2 bachelor's degrees, 2 master's degrees, and she had her PhD was given to me and her father after she passed. She didn't have any biological children, but she had so many children from all the different universities that she worked at, so she was somebody's mother. So, and she was a 2-time survivor of breast cancer. She made jewelry sometime to supplement her income, and she was trying on a necklace, and she put her hand here as if she was saying the Pledge of Allegiance, and she felt a lump, and it was in her chest wall, and it ended up being breast cancer. And what people don't know is that breast cancer comes in subtypes, because she didn't know, well, I didn't know, and we found out. And triple negative breast cancer was the type of breast cancer that she had. And so she chose to live her life, and she survived 2 times. The 3rd time she wasn't strong enough, and she decided to start blogging. And as a result of her blogging, she wrote a book. I finished the book after she passed, and so there was a book called Breast Cancer Chronicles that can tell you about her journey through this thing called triple negative breast cancer, and we started a foundation as a result.
Okay, and what are some of the programs that the foundation does throughout the year?
we brought Kim on as one of our team members because Kim is a survivor of breast cancer.
Yeah.
So she can speak to people about, at our different programs. We'll go to church meetings, we'll go anywhere that people ask us to come, and we talk about triple negative breast cancer. We donate bras. She started, before she died, she had a double mastectomy and reconstruction, and she donated 70 bras. The next year she donated 250. Now it's under the umbrella of the foundation, and we've donated over 5,000 brand new bras to Back to Work program, Battered Women's Shelter. So that's one of the main things that we do. We've had a program only about triple negative breast cancer with Tri-Health. That was one of our major goals. And we just had a brand new license plate with our logo in the state of Ohio. So if you go buy a license plate, you can get a license plate for triple negative breast cancer in the state of Ohio. So we had 2 major goals that we've accomplished so far.
That is amazing. Kim, tell us a little bit about how the license plate and other activities help the organization.
Always to heighten awareness, to make people aware is our ultimate objective and goal. And we were honored to have Senator Cecil Thomas to unveil it and introduce it, in addition to having a partnership with the American Cancer Society that also will let us piggyback and be part of educational forums with them.
That's
so if
amazing.
they have a community outreach thing, they give us a call and say, hey, would you like to have an informational booth or to speak at this event?
Wow. Now we have a great event coming up here in August, the annual fundraiser.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about that.
So every year we have a fundraiser and we have a different theme. This year's theme is 50 Shades of Pink. So we're inviting everybody to come out. The tickets are $30 and you can go to our website.
Now, let's talk about the pictures that we have there real quick.
We had that was our Harlem Nights theme.
Okay.
So that was, I believe, the first year we had Harlem Nights, and everybody came dressed in different attire, and it was.
Yeah, I have a couple of pictures from that day.
Yeah, it was a fabulous
wonderful.
event. We had a Mardi Gras theme, and everybody came there, and we had a great time. We have our desserts, everything, silent auctions, everything is designed for the party. The picture you see there is from our bra drive. We actually stitch a ribbon on each bra that says "Smiling for Erica."
Wow. Okay, great. And give us a little bit of information about when the event is.
The event is Friday, August the 11th at 8 o'clock at the Redmore.
Okay, and the
And
address?
the attire is pink, because it's 50 Shades of Pink with black. And the address is 3187 Linwood Drive. And the tickets are $40. If you get them on the website, they're $30. And we're encouraging you to wear pink and black attire. For more information, you can call 601-9475 or 541-6110.
Give me the number one more time.
601-9475 or 541-6110.
Great. 50 Shades of Pink, and this is going to be, so the funds that you receive from the tickets and everything help to do the event, but also they help
Bring awareness to triple negative
Goes back
breast
into
cancer.
awareness and education.
awareness and
Right.
education
Yeah.
for people to know about
Absolutely.
Triple negative breast cancer.
how to look for it.
Right, because
Right.
people don't know that it exists. They hear breast cancer and that's all they think about. Well, they normally treat breast cancer with 3 hormones. These hormones don't work if you're triple negative, and we need to let people know that women under 40 and women in particular of color are dying from this type of breast cancer.
I'm so happy that you all were able to come out today and give us information about this.
Thank
We want
you
everyone to
for
go
having
to the
us.
50 Shades of Pink event.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here. I look
Thanks for
forward to
having
having you back again.
All right, thank you so much.
We'll be
Thank you
right
for
back
having
with
us.
Jan-Michele.
Okay, it's August, so we've got to talk about It's Commonly Jazz every Thursday at Eden Park. Been going on for 32 years thanks to its creative founder, Carolyn Wallace of Perfect Brew. Thank you so much for coming. And Alice Frazier just does such a great job with promoting it and PR and helping to organize. I'm sure you do everything, so along with Carolyn. So yeah, it's always like everybody's got titles, but everybody does all the work together. So welcome back.
Thank you.
I'm so excited. 32 years. How did we get half your life? Well, you don't look a day over like 33. So yeah, so I'm thinking you started when you were 1. So how did all this get started?
Well, it started at Swifton Commons, the shopping center, as one of our summer events, and has continued to just grow. I think people will continue to come out even if we weren't doing it, and that actually happened one year.
They'll sit there and where's the music?
When there was a change there, and the new owners, which was at that time Jordan Crossing, called me and said, hey, people are showing up for this event. So
that is
I decided to come back and keep it going, and that's been like 18 years.
Wow, and then you moved. So you moved to Eden Park, to the Season Good Pavilion, how long ago? It's been there a while.
10 years.
10 years ago? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's the 10th anniversary there. Yeah.
So we're real excited about how this event is going on. This year our theme is that the grass is green right here.
Oh,
and so
not even on the other side.
No, right here. Okay. And that's our way of saying that Cincinnati has great artists.
Yeah.
And we don't have to go outside of our region to get them. And so we're happy to promote some of the local jazz masters. But we've asked those jazz masters to bring a young one to the stage with them.
Oh.
And that's to ensure the next generation of jazz musicians
Oh,
gets
that's
going.
so wonderful.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, Alice, you want to tell us who's coming this year? What's the lineup?
Well,
I know
the lineup,
it's a star-studded lineup.
We can't start the season without a Minifield on the lineup.
Yes.
So this year, we're bringing the jazz master himself, Bruce Minifield, with the BM3 band. And of course, he's on saxophone. He's got to bring a few others with him. One of them is Mike Wade on trumpet. So it's going to be a great night to kick things off on August 3rd.
Yeah, and it's we should say it's every Thursday in August from 6 to 8 p.m.
Right, every Thursday.
Right there at Season Good Pavilion.
6 o'clock, the music starts, 5:15. You can grab dinner from the backstage. And then you've got our second week. You're going to have the opportunity to hear Latin jazz with the Michael Scharf Mambo Combo.
Oh,
and
that sounds like fun.
They are great. You've got some great percussionists. Then on the 17th, you've got the Cincinnati Contemporary Jazz Orchestra with a great vocalist with them, Adita Dobbins. And then everyone knows who was Ray Charles' favorite saxophone player. Well, Craig Bailey and his Ohio Jazz performers are going to be with us. And then we've got a great guitarist who's the special guest. We've got Bobby Brown. And then Bobby Broom. That's Bobby Broom will be with us on guitar. It's a guitarist, everyone. And then
that's our prerogative, right? No, right. Okay, I don't want to get it right confused. Okay, go ahead.
For the grand finale, it's a jam session with Mandy Gaines, along with some special guests and some special friends to round out the season. And yes, she is a soaring eagle, bringing it home early for their 40th anniversary.
All right, that's fantastic. And that's Thursday, August 31st for Mandy Gaines and friends. So it's from 6 to 8 every Thursday, right? But Alice, you're saying we can show up at 5:15.
Show up at 5:15.
Tell us about the food. Yeah, about the food. Because, this isn't just music. There's all that great food, too.
We're right in Walnut Hills. And so Just Cuin, which came into the neighborhood a couple of years ago, has become a favorite. And there'll be a few other surprises each week. We'll even have a great salad bar a few nights. So we're mixing it up. And then there's the Twins lemonade stand.
Oh, wonderful.
So got to have that every year.
And you know, Carolyn, tell us about the folks who come, besides Curtis Fuller. So tell us about all the people who come.
They'll love this. There's some guys who sit on the back row, and they come every year, and they bring their dinners and all, and they sit there and they support the jazz, and they are really pushing us to make sure that this thing stays the jazz lineup that they've respected over the years.
And I was going to say, and there are a lot of new people every year, but a lot of the same people come back. And it's like a family reunion.
Well, there's also the next generation, and that's what we're really happy. The people who used to bring their parents to this event are now coming to this event
and bringing their kids. Right.
Yeah, so you got 3 and 4 generations sitting out there in the audience, having a great time.
Out in the open air with music and Just Cuin and lemonade and salad
And
bar.
Season Good Pavilion is just a wonderful spot to have that event. And so there's shade.
Right.
So even when it's sunny and hot, there's shade.
It's still, yeah, it's a great spot. Now tell us about transportation, because the Metro is going to bring folks too, so we don't have to worry about parking.
Right. You've got that, and then the other thing, the Cincinnati Art Museum has been a really great partner, and once again, they're partnering with us. Free parking every Thursday night, and they're open late now on Friday nights.
Oh,
and there's a little overflow. You can also park up in Playhouse in the park.
Oh, that's great.
So they're partnering with us
Eden
too
Park
this year.
is wonderful. That is so good. Well, thank you for coming. We'll see you on Thursday.
Yeah.
Every Thursday in August.
That's right.
Stick with us. We'll be back in just a moment. Don't forget, it's Commonly Jazz every Thursday. I should have mentioned it's free, just coming out to Eden Park Season Good Pavilion. Come out there and get food and drinks. It's going to be wonderful. Okay, so we've got to Michael Bobo. She's got more events for us.
First up, we have Midwest Regional BFR, August 18th through August 20th. Friday, August 18th is the Heritage Breakfast and Job Fair. August 19th is the BFR Parade, Celebration, and R&B Concert. And on August 20th, we'll have the Gospel Concert. For more information, call 247-0205. Next up is Imani Fest 2017, which will be Saturday, August 12th, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. at the Rothenberg, which is on 241 East Clifton Avenue. For more information, call 621-3836 or 325-2554. Okay, last up, there is the Hope for Ndoki, second annual fundraiser gala, Saturday, August 26th from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. at the Ramada Plaza, which is located at 11320 Chester Road. The tickets are $75. And for more information, you can call 772-7700.
Oh, we want to make sure people come to that Hope for Ndoki, because you know they're raising money for a village in Nigeria, and Children's Hospital is being honored. The Cincinnati Herald is being honored. I'm just so honored. So please come out and support us. Let's raise money for health care for a village in Nigeria. They really, really need some help. Hope for Ndoki.
And we also have free school supplies.
Yay!
The African American Chamber of Commerce will be giving out free school supplies, free knapsack full of supplies, Tuesday, August 15th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. That is going to be at 2945 Gilbert Avenue, and that's in Cincinnati. If you have for more information, call 751-9900.
And those school supplies are while supplies last, so come early. It's Tuesday, August 15th, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
And the number one more time, just so you guys have it, 751-9900.
All right, have a great week. Stay safe and stay positive.